straight from the heart of East Tennessee. This is 10 News at 5.
Changes are coming soon to your NetFlix account. The popular movie rental company announced this week that prices are going up. Welcome back to 10 News at 5, everyone. I'm Beth Haynes. To stream or to ship? That's a question many Netflix users here in East Tennessee are asking themselves after the company announced this week it's upping its prices. Some users told us they're canceling the service altogether. Right now, customers can get both DVDs and online streaming for about $10 a month. Now Netflix is splitting up that bundle. You can get unlimited streaming or unlimited DVDs each for about $8 a month. But if you want both, you're going to have to fork over about $16 a month. So with many people threatening to pull the plug on their Netflix service, we've invited Dan Thompson from Claris Networks in to talk about the rate increase and the impact that it's going to have. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot.
What do you think is prompting Netflix to increase prices and to do away with this bundle option?
Yeah, sure. So we know a couple of things for certain right off the bat. Number one, the vice president of Netflix commented on their blog the other day and said, hey, it just doesn't make sense for us financially to do this anymore. And so they're having to come up with these new pricing plans, obviously. And so, you know, the other thing that we know is that their licensing fees are going up. And really to kind of take a step back from that, for the past 2 years, really, Netflix has just had a windfall of new customers with devices like, you know, my TV at home, my DVD player, my Xbox, all those have Netflix built right in. And so it's just like, well, of course I'm going to sign up for their service because I have, you know, 3 devices that'll do it, right? So, so basically everybody, all the companies that Netflix gets their movies from has said, hey, well, they're making all this money, we should get some of that too. So we do know for a fact that Netflix licensing fees are going up. We know obviously that if you subscribe to their DVD service, there's a cost associated with that because they have the media involved plus shipping involved. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a business decision for them.
But customers are very vocal. Will this public outcry have an impact?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you kind of have to wonder. At the end of the day, you know, like I said, it's a business decision. But, you know, obviously if your customers are mad, that tends to have an impact on things.
And the customers have threatened to choose other options. What are those other options?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you know, as you and I were talking off air, I'm a big fan of Redbox. I'm not one of these people that has to have the movie, you know, as soon as it's released, the DVD. If I wanted to see it that bad, I would have gone and seen it in the theater. So if I have to wait an extra month, who cares? It's $1,
so Redbox
right?
is one of those.
Redbox definitely. You know, Blockbuster has their streaming service plus their DVD box thing that sits outside like Pilot and Weigel stations. So there's several other options out there. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you think about it, Netflix at $16 a month, I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, it's still a pretty good price for those people who have ditched their cable service altogether and are using that to get some TV shows and their movie fixes. I mean, $16 a month compared to your cable bill, I mean, that's quite a, there's still a big difference there, right? And so, but the reality is, I think what they were hoping when they came up with this streaming thing is that a lot of people would go for streaming because they have less costs involved there. And the reality is people still want that physical DVD to show up in their mail, and so it kind of didn't work out the way they were hoping.
All right, Dan Thompson from Claris Networks, we're just going to have to see how this plays out.
Absolutely.
But we appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And adding your 2 cents. Thank you. Well, today we wanted to know how you feel about the price hike. A lot of you said this increase is just too much and you're planning to cancel your subscription. Other people told us they're making a choice between just streaming or just renting DVDs and don't want to pay the $16 for both.
Now I'm changing the number of DVDs I'm going to get in the mail so that I can begin to experiment more with streaming, and that's exactly what Netflix wants to happen here. They're trying to push us more into that realm.
But some of you said you'll happily keep your Netflix service just the way it is, noting that it's still cheaper than many cable options, as we just talked about. And several of you threw out other options for renting, like Redbox. We mentioned Redbox. Also, Hulu. Well, still, some of you say Netflix still offers a good selection.
Well, I've never used Redbox too much, just mainly for new releases. Netflix is more of a cultural thing. I can get more of everything. Here's just like top 20, top 40 movies.
Now, current customers won't see Netflix price hike until September 1st, but the change starts immediately for new customers. Interesting discussion. Stay with us. We're coming back with more 10 News at 5.